Um, I'm still a little conflicted about what I want to talk about. There's so
Okay.
many things. I guess um, I will talk about my issue um, in relationships.
Hmm.
Um, I start to feel very confined, um, and like they want to take something from me, like sucking energy. Like when I get into relationships, if it's like not defined and if it's like open and free, I can feel more comfortable. But something at a certain point will shift for me, and then I just like want to run away. And yeah,
Are relationships traps?
yeah.
That's an interesting belief. Okay. So, why do you feel relationships are traps?
Because that's what I've seen with my family, with my parents,
Hmm.
with my grandparents, and that's what I get from them. Like I get guilt trips of like, we've done all this stuff for you, so like why aren't you um appreciative? And it's
Yeah.
like I can't walk away.
Yeah. So
I can't take care of myself.
notice that that's their beliefs that they're throwing on you,
Yeah.
and you're choosing to accept those beliefs. So my question is, are you willing to share their stories of what relationships are supposed to look like and be like?
Yes.
Are you willing to destroy the belief that if you don't accept their beliefs on relationships, you won't be part of the family anymore?
Yes.
Ooh. And are you willing to destroy the belief that you have to buy your family's or your partner's beliefs in order to be loved?
Yes.
Okay. Because this is what it comes down to is we want to have that feeling of being loved. But the people that we grew up with are the ones that teach us the rules on what is required to be loved. But if their rules are screwed up, then we just buy those and we end up screwed up as well.
Yeah. There's a
So,
lot of like you can't take care of yourself. You can't put yourself first.
oh, that's a
And I
big
don't.
one. Not putting yourself first is a big one in a lot of families.
Yeah.
So, what's wrong with putting yourself first?
Selfish.
Is it?
I know it's not.
Okay.
But it's something I've internalized
Okay. So, why is it not selfish?
because if I can take care of myself better, I can show up for others better.
Yep. So, do you actually believe that?
No.
Okay. So, are you willing to? It's actually an interesting way to phrase it. Are you willing to destroy the belief that a good person would put others before themselves?
Yes.
It's interesting. I had a lady come to one of my workshops last year who was a good person and always putting others before herself. And as a result, she was sick, she was incredibly tired, she was broke, and she was so sad. But she told me, anytime I see anyone that needs something, I have to help them. I have to be a good person. And she was basically killing herself slowly by trying to be a good person. Right? And when we talk about being a good person, often we're not actually talking about really being a good person. We're talking about being seen by
Yeah.
society as a good person.
Yeah.
So when you're willing to not give a crap what anyone thinks and you can look like an asshole to everyone else, but you're still happy because you're knowing you're doing the best you can, then you really start to become free. But you're absolutely right. You have to take care of yourself first so you can be in the best place to take care of everyone else.
Yeah.
So, are you willing to destroy the belief that it's more important to be seen as a good person than to be
Yes.
happy? Whew, wow. That's a big one for a lot of people on
Yeah.
the call.
I have a lot of guilt saying no to people in my life who want to spend time with me,
Mm-hmm.
who I don't really enjoy spending time with. Like my grandma, my like going to family Thanksgiving. I don't get pleasure out of that, but I'm supposed to go, like, from what is done in the family. Or like they are saying, "Oh, I know you're busy," and me to be like, "Actually, I'm not busy. Like I just don't want to do it."
Yeah.
Like that's really hard for me to be like, "Actually, I have a lot of time on my hands. I just don't want to spend it with you."
So, whew, have you done that yet?
No, not to that degree. I've been like, no, I don't want to hang out with you, but I haven't been like, yeah, I have plenty of time. I don't choose to spend it with you.
Well, you don't have to be that harsh about it, but a simple I don't want to go is fine. Right? Oftentimes, the problem we have is that justification, right? Instead of just saying, I don't want to do that, it's like, oh, I'd love to do that, but I can't because of this and this and this, right?
Yeah,
No, I can't make it for these reasons. And when you get to a place where you can just say, well, no, I don't want to, and just leave it at that, then,
yeah,
it takes away so much other stuff that's holding you back, because you don't have to have that extra anxiety of what excuse am I going to use this time. It's like, I don't want to. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, are you willing to destroy the belief that you can only say no if if the person you're saying no to accepts the reason you're saying no?
Can you repeat that?
Okay. Are you willing to destroy the belief? I don't know how I can say this in an easier way. It feels like there's an easier way to do this. Are you willing to destroy the belief that you can only say no when the person you're saying no to will accept your reasons for saying no?
Like I don't have to like justify myself
Yeah.
basically in order to say no,
Oh, there we go. Okay. So are you willing to destroy the belief that you don't have to justify yourself when you say no?
or that I do have to justify
Sorry.
it.
Yeah, you're right. That you do have to justify yourself when you say no.
Yes, yes.
I knew there was an easier way of saying it. You had it. Whew. Whew. Okay. Still going for a lot of people on this call, actually. Good. Okay, I don't know whose phone that is. Okay, that was weird. All right. There's still one thing in there. Are you willing to destroy the belief that your family needs to understand how much they've affected you and what they're doing to you, and be remorseful about it before you're happy?
That's a hard one.
Ow, there's so much resistance on that one. Woo!
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a hard one. Whew.
And see, that's a big trap for a lot of people. It's the I'll be happy when, right? And when the energy of happiness is what creates amazing things in your life, but you're in that I'll be happy when, it means you're not happy now, so you're not creating the energy to make the good things show up. So you don't want to be happy when you're rich. You don't want to be happy when you're successful, because the happiness is what creates the money and creates the success. You don't want to be happy when you're in a wonderful relationship, because the happiness is what pulls the relationship in.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
So then the happiness will make my family remorseful.
No, it won't. But you have to not give a crap whether your family's remorseful or not. It's your life and your life alone. Don't worry about their lives. Right? Let them go do what they want to do. Let them go live in the restrictions they've created for themselves, and just put yourself in a different place. Right? I mean, my family has lots of restrictions, but I love them to death. And I just don't spend a lot of time with them. Right? And when we do spend time together, it's fun, it's light, it's great, because it's just that time to get together, like at Christmas or something like that, and we're just having that party, and then we go back to our separate lives. But as much as I love them, my family is not people, well, for the most part, that I would spend a lot of time with. So, and like I said, my family, when I was younger, when I was doing the crazy things like going to Japan and making certain decisions, they're like, "What is wrong with you?" But every time I did something that's for my joy, it always worked out. Every time I did something that was the responsible thing to do, the thing I should do for my family, oh, my life just went to trash. So I learned that lesson in a big, big way. Okay. How are you feeling? Better, worse, same, or different?
Mm, surprisingly, not that different. Like I feel a little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah, it's just interesting.
It has been, because you've been doing some big shifts there. And
Because normally I'm very sensitive and I feel energy very like moving through me, and if I
uh,
do something, I can actually fall to the ground like when energy moves through because it's so
okay.
intense. But it's just there's just a little bit of ripple, so it's interesting.
There's still some stuff going on with your family. So if you start following your joy, will you be alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you willing to destroy that belief?
Yeah.
So again, you can love your family and not be around them, and you can create a different family of people that are uplifting, supportive, and in the same frequency as you. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I guess
And
the thing for me is I keep doing that and then I keep losing that family because then I move out of that frequency and it's really sad.
okay, so you're just constantly moving up and up and up.
Yeah. So
That's
I
but
just keep
that's
leaving behind people and it's really sad.
aren't new people coming in?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun having those brand new relationships with the higher frequency people?
I guess. Well, I'm sort of like I made a whole bunch of friends like last year in
Hmm.
Toronto. I'm moving back and I'm already like this doesn't feel right. And that's sad.
So what doesn't feel right about it?
Like just a lot of people like saying they want to do things and then not doing them, and then I'm feel like I came home with a lot of energy and then like I'm so stuck now and I'm like I don't like in a sense I guess I do resonate with them because I'm like stuck as well,
Hmm.
but it's like I also don't because I'm like that's not I don't know, it's
Are you choosing friends that don't move?
mm, I don't know.
You know. Are you choosing friends that don't move?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's sort of like you're repeating a pattern because your family's not moving in frequency. So you seek out friends that are similar, even though they may be at a higher frequency, they're still just sort of there. And then you move up and then you seek out friends that are just sort of there.
Yeah.
So, okay. Are you willing to destroy the belief that you're always going to bypass the relationships you make?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you're moving too fast for people to keep up with you?
Yes.
Ooh, wow, there's some energy there. So I'm not trying to slow down how fast you're going, but I just want you to start choosing people that are going just as fast as you.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. And are you willing to step out of the story that you will always be alone?
Yeah.
So this is what's going on is because of these little beliefs you've got going on, you haven't been attracting those people and those relationships where you can grow with them. So now as we're shifting this, you'll start to see different people start showing up in your life that are looking to keep growing and keep moving up and follow along with you or beside you, or you might have to follow them. Like, but there's going to be a lot more of this movement. There's also, so the other thing is coming up. When you stop locking people in to a certain story of who they are, then they can change when they're with you. So it's like you know who your family is, you know how they act and how they've always been, and you sort of lock them into that role. And because we buy each other's stories, when they're around you, um, they stay that person. So when you're choosing your friends, sometimes they could be in this place where they're ready to move up, but because you're defined, okay, this is who my friend is and this is where they are, then they stay there even though you're moving up.
Yeah.
So yeah, so when you're willing to allow everyone to move, when you're allowing everyone to be fluid in who they are, then that opens up this dynamic that you probably have never seen before with who you're relating to. And you're going to watch this whole group of people you're with just go up with you. Right? And it was neat because it just reminded me of the cruise I was on, because here's a group of people and they're going to the cruise after cruise after cruise because they want to go up and up and up and up. And you're just seeing them all transform. It's amazing. And just imagine if that's your group of friends and that's your experience on a daily basis. Okay. There we go. That's looking better. Okay. How you doing now?
Yeah, I feel better.
Good. All right. Anything else?
I don't know, probably, but
Okay.
you know, there's always more in there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, that's the great thing.
Anyway,
All
yeah.
right. We'll let you process that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, this is Shiraz. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And you can check out upcoming events at www.energeticmagic.com. And remember, be well, be aware, and be magical.